Hey guys. Alright, so I realize that a lot of you are working at your full-time jobs. It's kind of hot in here, so let me fix myself. But the poll that I did, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, asking you guys what you wanted the most training on, or I guess what you wanted training on and going from there, it was a pretty even tie between PRV and recruiting. So I thought, why not? I was brainstorming the other night and I was trying to figure out like what would be the best training for both of those topics, because those are two of the legs of success with your business, okay? They are vital for your business, both of those. So I was thinking about it, and it's actually a really easy answer where you get your PRV from and your recruits from. Sorry, this road, I don't know if y'all can tell, but this road is terrible through town in Murfreesboro. Like, they really need to fix it. Especially if you're leaving, it's not so bad if you're like coming into town. Anyway, sorry. Squirrel moment. But, okay, so the best way to get both recruits and PRV is to party. Hands down, party. I don't care if that is a Facebook party, an in-home party, an on-the-go party, a bag party, a whatever you want to call it party, okay? But you need to party. Partying is going to bring you new contacts. It's going to bring you PRV because they are ordering, and it's also going to bring you potential recruits because those new contacts could potentially be your new teamie, okay? So that is really all that it boils down to. So if you get the whole partying aspect down, you will get the PRV and the recruiting will come, okay? Because all this business is, all that you are doing being a consultant is talking to people and building relationships. That's all it is, y'all. That's all it is. So all you have to get really, really good at is being consistent and having conversations. That's it. So I want you guys to be interactive with me. I want you to drop a comment and tell me why you think you are struggling with growing your team. Tell me why. I'm gonna call some people out if y'all don't interact with me too. Morgan, I see you're watching. I'm on the way to your house right now. I know Facebook is delayed, so I'm just gonna sit here, drive, and wait. Why are you bad with recruiting? Or why do you think you're bad with recruiting? Or maybe you think you're good at recruiting. Why are you bad at, why do you feel like you're not good at getting PRV then? Whichever one you want to answer to is perfectly fine. Okay, so you don't share your story enough. You feel like you don't really have a story to tell because you haven't been a consultant for long. That is valid. That's valid to feel that way. I have felt that way. I can guarantee every consultant, a Scentsy consultant, has felt that way before, okay? So, this is what I'll tell you. In the beginning, when I was a consultant, I also felt that way. I felt like I didn't have a story to tell because I had just joined. So how was I going to hook, line, and sinker someone to join my team? So what I started doing, and this is just a tip, you don't have to do this, this is just an idea. What I started doing was I started sharing someone else's story until I could build my own story to tell, okay? So I would share Chloe Cox's story. I would share Katie Lassiter's story. Katie Lassiter's story is powerful, y'all. Powerful. And what I can do actually is I will go on her YouTube channel. She has a story of, how Scentsy has changed her life. And for the longest time, I shared that video with so many of my teamies that had not taken the leap yet. And that is what grabbed them in. That is what hook, line, and sinkered them in. That's what made them join, was that video, because they saw a real person They saw a real person being real and raw and telling us how Cincy blessed and changed her life. So if you feel like you do not have a story to tell, you are more than welcome to share someone else's story. Share my story if you'd like. Tell them that I am now a stay-at-home, work-from-home, dog mom, wax slinger, whatever you want to call me. Whatever you want to call me. Okay? Share someone else's story. If there is a consultant that you have been watching through her YouTube channels or her Facebook or whatever, share her story. You don't have to share your own if you're not ready to share your story yet. That's perfectly okay. Okay? So, Brandy, let me read yours. Sorry. Okay, so that's also valid. Brandy, I'm answering your question. Or not question, your statement was that, where we are here in Murfreesboro or Hertford County, that area, a lot of people do sell Cincy. But I want you to think of it this way. A lot of people sell Cincy, but do they actually work their business? Do they actually work their business? Okay? I have a lot of people that tell me that too. But the thing is that you're going to want to branch out to other locations. Obviously, not every single person here in Murfreesboro or Ridge Square or in a surrounding city or town is going to be able to sell Cincy. Like, let's be real. But I can guarantee you that not even half of the population here sells Cincy. So there's plenty of people to join. We all don't know the same people. We all know different people. We all branch out to different people, whether that's your family, whether that's people you went to high school with, whether that's people that your boyfriend knows. Like, we all know different people. You might know some of the same people, but we all know different people. I can guarantee you that. Because that actually, I will tell you guys, that statement right there, that everybody sells Cincy, that is the exact reason why I did not join the first time Katie had asked me. I actually laughed it off and said, you're freaking crazy. Everyone sells Cincy. And here I am. I hit SSD in 2 years, and I'm not saying this to brag. I'm just saying that it's definitely possible. You have to change your mindset. And I get that that's the reason a lot of people don't join, but this is what it comes down to. That person or those people that are using that as an excuse to not change their life with Cincy, to not be blessed by this company, that's on them. But I can guarantee you they will continue to watch your journey, and they will eventually come to you and ask you more questions about the opportunity, or they're going to come to you and randomly ask you to join. It's happened to me a million times. Not a million times, but you guys get it, a lot. So, I'm parked at the end of your driveway, Morgan, so I'm going to pull up as soon as I'm done, but I really don't want you staring at me through the window while I'm doing this training. All right, let me read Elizabeth. Yes, Elizabeth. That's what I was talking about, like branching out. So a really good way to branch out is through social media, exactly like you said, Elizabeth. Having people, just asking them, say, hey, do you love your products? If they love their products, say, hey, would you mind taking a picture of you and your product or your warmer, posting it on social media and tagging me? That would mean the world to me. I will say that a really good platform to share products is Instagram. Instagram stories are huge right now, and so many people look at Instagram stories over scrolling Instagram. So that's a really good platform you could try to get into. It's completely free. They have so many different, Instagram has everything. Like, Instagram is about to take over the world, y'all. But what it boils down to with both recruiting and PRV is partying. You don't have to do in-home parties if you don't want to. You don't have to do online parties if you don't want to. Find a way to party that works for you. For example, I do a lot of bag parties. I do a lot of bag parties. I don't do many in-home parties. They're just not really my style, and that's just simply because I don't have 2 hours to spend at someone's house. And it's not that I don't have it. I don't want to spend 2 hours at someone's house, because that 2 hours usually turns into 4 hours, and I'm not about that life. Like, I have stuff to do. So that's what it boils down to, is putting yourself out there, booking parties. I will say, if you guys go back and read my very first post today, I screenshot conversations that I had with 2 of my recent customers who I had never asked to party before. And that was because one of the girls intimidated me. She used to be in another direct sales company, and she talked about how, like, she made like this much money with that company that she was with, but she's no longer with them anymore. She intimidated me, and that's the exact reason why I never asked her to party. And she bought Scentsy from me for the first time 6 months ago. So it took me 6 months to get up the courage and actually message her and ask her to do a party with me. And y'all, she said yes. She said yes. She said she would take my bag home with her and share it with everyone she knows. So do not judge someone. If you are intimidated by someone, they are most likely going to be the ones that thrive, that kill the party, that would be an amazing consultant, okay? Another example, Sierra Warren. She was in our group, and y'all, she intimidated the crap out of me. The crap out of me since the first day that I met her. She's beautiful, she's bold, she's outgoing, just intimidated me very much. And I did not ask her to buy from me or to party with me for like a good year, because I was that, not scared of her, just intimidated of her. And she came to me and wanted to become a consultant. Her very first party was like 1,200 PRV. Very first party, 1,200 PRV. And it was a last minute Facebook hurricane party. So she became a consultant. She's no longer a consultant anymore because she has another passion, which is perfectly fine. But if she ever wanted to come back to Scentsy, she could, and she would rock it out. She killed it for the first 6 months of her business. So she just realized that it wasn't for her, and that's okay. So do not prejudge someone. The people that scare you are usually the rock stars. Yeah, I saw you, Morgan. Are usually the rock stars. So the people who you think would not be interested are usually the ones that kill it, whether that's partying or just being your customer or becoming your teamie. Okay, so keep that in mind. Go back and look at my recent post from this morning. You guys will see a conversation the conversations that I did. It was just a regular follow-up on their products, and then I also put in there, do you want to take one of my grab bags? So it's as easy as 1, 2, 3, but what you have to do is you have to step out of your comfort zone and you have to ask. And do not be sorry about it, okay? So that's it, y'all. I love you guys. I'll see y'all later.